इधर भी जाओ लेकिन पूरा मुंह रखो ना।
इधर जाएंगे तो
तो अब तुम्हारा पूरा फेस है ना।
Good afternoon, viewers. We are back again with another session of our most amazing and most talked about show, at least for me. It's my heartline. So today we have, one of my favorite, people here who are doing such amazing jobs. So I welcome Smita and Alpana Verma. One is Verma, one is a Verma. Thank you so much. And they come together and they form the Bihari Kitchen Studio,
Hi.
TBIS. So,
Hello.
welcome to the show. Can we have a brief intro about you?
Yeah, hi. I'm Smita Verma, and she is Alpana. So together, we were in college together, friends for decades, and after many years we met, and suddenly we decided that we want to promote Bihar because Bihar is less known for its positives. So that came into our mind, and we just appointed ourselves as ambassadors of Bihar. And Alpana, you can add to it.
Yeah, so this happened out of the blue over a lunch. A small reunion was happening in 2017, wherein by which time both of us had left our high-end jobs. We'd worked for 25 years each almost, and we began to think what to do. And the commonality was Bihar. We are both almost settled in Bombay, and we are very much aware of the impression people carry and how little they know of Bihar, how very little they know about our food and our art. So our culture, we thought, can be put across best through food and art. We started with art. For 3 years, we did a huge Madhubani art promotions, and after that, for the next 3 years, we've been into food, and we finally came up with the Bihari studio, TBIS, fondly said, and our tagline is "We cook with love, cooked with dular."
Some
Wow.
people ask us, why do you have you named it a studio? So we very strongly believe that food is an art. You create food, you actually paint the food. So that's why hence the name followed, the Bihari Studio.
It's
And
a
we are
very
very,
cool name. Thank you
yeah,
so much. I think this was much needed. I think with so many cuisines taking force, like when I was younger, I when I first had Italian, I like what is this, and after a while, it's become a part of our life. Similarly with Thai cuisine, I couldn't stand coconut milk, and now with time, coconut milk and Thai based cuisines are so popular. I think Bihari food and Bihar as such has been so neglected, and there's always a negative connotation, lalu lalu, and this is how people actually talk, labor class. So I think our food is so enriching. It is so healthy. So thank you so much for starting this initiative. I'm really envious of the Bombay folks who can actually order from you. I know you guys do a lot of pop-ups. So a little bit about more. Also the studio came little later. I know you guys were doing pop-ups where you had 5 course meals prepared, and you had a select audience coming in who could pay and come and be a part of the dining table. So a little more about that.
So our 5 course meals started by invitations only, friends and friends of friends, and this went on for about 2 years. It finally culminated in us being invited for the first Isuzu Food Festival of Bombay in November 2019. And in this phase, we had guests from across Bombay, geographically, uh, culturally, professionally, and we even had a high of having we served food to a group of South Koreans who'd come for an expo organized by Google.
Wow.
And just before the Isuzu Food Festival, we were fortunate to host a very elaborate celebrity group, wherein they have been handholding us a lot. We will
Wow.
mention the names as we go through. These are food gurus of Bombay. Smita will mention them. And so this is how good fortune held our hand along with our passion. And we have seen ourselves, our food grow with us, our food becoming more and more authentic. We have gone back to our buas and chachis and mausis and mummies and asked for authenticity and made people taste. Even now, we send food for tasting, ask people back how it is. So we are growing, but we are growing very, very well. Is that we are feeling confident that our food is coming back to what we are. Our thing is asli and authentic. That's a big, huge for us. And of course, along with that, the very, very organic and endemic thing to Bihar is simplicity. We may go anywhere, हम अभी भी हम करके बोलेंगे, आपको इज्जत से आप ही बोलेंगे, और चाहे कोई हमें कितना भी कुछ भी बोले, हम कहीं भी जाके काम करेंगे, अपना ही खाना खाएंगे, हाथ से खाना खाएंगे. So we have wanted to carry that ahead, and all this is like an amalgam of self pride, pride in our culinary heritage, and a lot of love to coming stemming from the that people don't know what Bihari food is after litti chokha. That's all they know, litti chokha.
I know the humble litti chokha, it stops there, you know.
Exactly, yeah.
We are much more than litti chokha. We are not just litti chokha.
And you
So
know,
that,
I keep telling people, like, people think that we eat litti chokha 24/7. I say, you know what, litti chokha is actually the labor class food. We have it once in a while जब कोई special occasion होता है, because per se our vegetarian food and also non-vegetarian is full of different, you know, recipes. It's cooked from the heart, and as you know, you both said, you know, we love eating and we love feeding. And I think what you have done in you know, tapping into the older generation, because they know all the shortcuts. They used to use all the produce, all the seasonality into account. Nothing used to go waste. And also their techniques, chatpat bhi hoga, lamba wala bhi hoga. So all those things, you know, I think is very essential. And I think as I keep following Rajita Devekar also, she keeps saying eat local, eat seasonal. And I think our food celebrates love, it celebrates life, it also celebrates all food products, you know, not just one thing. You know, साग भी होगा, ट्यूब्स भी होंगे. जैसे हम लोग ओल की चटनी खाते हैं, वो आई डोंट थिंक यम इतनी जगह लोग खाते हैं इतने उससे. So a little bit more about Bihari food and cuisine. Now that we are talking, can you tell us a little bit more? What is it? What are the different type of food items apart from litti chokha? We would love to know, and maybe we can start with that and then get into your range.
sure. See, basically, since you've talked about yam, I will start from there.
मेरे मुंह में
Old
अभी पानी आ रहा, मैं बात ही नहीं कर पाई, सॉरी.
Old ki chutney is, I mean, it's a very popular. It's a kind of pickle. It's a mix. I mean, some people call it a char, some people call it chutney.
Chokha.
Some call it chokha. So basically, if you look at it, it's a chokha. The chokha is what you mash. Chutney is what you grind, and achar is where you put in a lot of masalas and and put it in the sun. It's cooked naturally with the and pickled for long. So yam is so full of fiber and a lot of vitamins are there. So I would say that a Bihari food has a lot of scientific arrangements. Like we eat chawal. If you look at a Bihari regular platter, if you go to a household, you'll find a plate full of chawal, a cup of chawal, a katori dal, एक साग तो जरूर रहती थी. What you said, palak used to be there, or lal saag,
Yeah.
which is called red palak here. In Bombay, we call it lal palak. And then a chutney, aam ki chutney. If it is summer season, we used to have aam ki chutney. If it's winter season, we have dhania ki chutney. And then achar was also there. It used to
And
be part.
bachkas.
Yeah, bachkas. Yes. And on special occasions, we used to have bachkas. Bachka, chakka bachka. Basically, it was called chakka bachka. So chakka was why, because it was cut in a roundel thing. It was round, so it used to look like a wheel. So in
Yeah.
Hindi, wheel is called chakka, and
Mm.
bachka is because when you put the ingredient in the pan, a lot of different sound comes out. But so
Acha.
that is how the name chakka bachka. And a very popular cuisine. अगर कोई हमारे यहाँ गेस्ट आ गए and you are less on vegetables, immediately you'll go and fry some chakka bachka and serve. And it used to be relished, it's still relished a lot, although now we don't eat much fried and all. But chakka bachka once in a while, always welcome. And we love cooking it and we love eating it as well. So all this is a regular thing, but the famous in the non-vegetarian section, Champaran mutton. It has really come a long way. It was earlier cooked in a small town of Vidya, Champaran, which falls in Champaran district. And now, gradually, because of the cooking style and the taste, it is really catching up and it's become quite popular nowadays. And we are the ones who started this in Bombay. I think we are the
Wow.
pioneers of that. Am I right?
Bombay people take note where to go for champaran mutton.
Yes, and we started doing this. Then besides champaran mutton, the typical fried mutton भी हमारे यहाँ बनता है. भूनते you make it black. It becomes black, and then in if you go to Muzaffarpur region, you find mutton tash, whereby you beat the mutton into a flat kind of a fillet, and then fry it. Then you have goli kebabs. Then your um, mutton kebab is also very famous. Wow, Patna mein there's a shop called Mangu, which was so popular and still popular. Although Mangu original is no more, but its family is still running it. So a
Okay.
lot of non-vegetarian items. Then you have fish in with mustard curry. That's it. It
Most
tastes
popular.
good. Yes, it's eaten with rice. Sorry. And basically, Bihar has a little influence of eastern regions since Bihar and Bengal are very their sisters.
We
So
have the same boundary. Yeah.
yes, so fish is a little similar to what they make also.
And the
So
fish fry, which we
fish
make.
fry, yes, and jhosa.
And
हमारे
parval. In Delhi, people hardly eat parval. We are such big parval eaters.
vegetarian. Yes, we are fans of parval, and parval is cooked in so many ways, different ways. Like you can have parval ki bhujia, you can have parval ki sabji, parval ka stew, parval ki kalonji, parval ka chokha, and to top it all, parval ki mithai, which is a very very unique thing from Bihar.
अभी
So
somebody had posted on my Facebook, oh, I discovered new thing, परवल की मिठाई भी होती है, and they thought कि they have shaped it. I said, no, ये actually होता है, and it's a very popular मिठाई.
yes,
And our mithai names are so nice. Now I think all the names which we have, they're so ethereal, like Khaja. I really like, Chum Chum. Like, बहुत सुंदर नाम होते हैं हमारे, प्यार से रखे गए.
and आप अगर देखो तो we have a long list of mithais of Bihar. You have khaja, then you have tilgut, which is called gajak this side, lai, til
Like,
ki
yeah,
lai, chura ki lai, kubi ki lai. Then you have chandrakala, long lata, and then you have anarsa, tekwa. Then khajur is also there. Khajur. Then और भी होता है
Malpua
खुरमा खुरमा
and Malpua, our popular Malpua.
how could we forget
How
that?
can Diwali, Holi be complete without
Bhai-Dooj and Holi.
Yes.
Even our humble kadhi is so different than the others, so light
Very
and
good.
so flaky, and the badi is so
And the
soft.
our specialty is the badi.
But
The,
yeah,
our
things.
badi in the kadhi is infused with the kadhi. Other
Yes.
places what I've eaten, though they are in the kadhi, they are separate. They have a full identity of our body is soaked with the kadhi, and they look like plump snowmen. That's what I like about which is very unique. I haven't seen it anywhere. That
And
shape of
so soft and juicy. Same thing
yes.
with dal pitta, which we have. Is one of my favorites. Even people don't know we make mustard bhindi, which is one of my favorites, and people
Yes.
can't imagine eating a curry bhindi. But I'm like, you can eat bhindi in a sambar, then why not in a curry form? So
Yes.
I think we have such different, unique flavors, such different, unique cuisines. So, आप लोग का favorite क्या है? What are your favorite cuisines? Like favorite food items?
I love dhokha. Dhokhe ki
Yes.
sabzi I love.
Hmm.
I love dhokhe ki sabzi because it is so nutritious. It has got lentils bhi hai and swad bhi hai. You can have it with rice, you can have it with paratha, and it is always an evergreen favorite.
Mine too.
If you talk of something which is not to be made quickly, you have to plan it. Then doka ki sabzi, I feel, is otherwise there are the seasonal vegetables are there. Yours,
Then
Smita?
yeah, I love घुगनी. चने की काले चने की घुगनी बनती है, which is so
Right?
tasty with parathas. So it goes like yum, and even rice के साथ you can have it. So that's
Very,
one
yeah,
thing. I'm vegetarian. It's very very tasty, and of
Yes.
course bhujia. हमारा
yeah.
आलू की चटनी भुजिया.
With the
So it,
chilka, my God.
Yeah, exactly. So
exactly.
that is what I was going to add. That our aloo ka bhujia was mystified us. Is that orders keep coming? Aloo ka bhujia is being ordered, and we
Really?
say, yeah, and it is with chilka and simple. कुछ नहीं है उसमें
And
जीरा.
I have mastered the art of making a crisp aloo bhujia in just half tablespoon of sarson oil.
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly.
भून पूछ के कढ़ाई
Only
में
exactly.
कम ऑयल में बहुत अच्छा बनता है, and it's so healthy.
Very
Anyways,
healthy.
mustard oil is very healthy. A lot of people have aversion, but I think we cannot live without mustard oil.
In fact, we must make special mention is that all our food. When I say all our food, is cooked in mustard oil, kachi ghani, and except for the parathas are in ghee or plain oil. We have a choice for that. And वरना vegetarian हो या फिर non vegetarian हो, everything is cooked in mustard oil, which people find very difficult to accept until they eat it. So
Yes.
that is a very unique with
And for
us.
us, if we don't drizzle mustard oil in our chokhas and our bhunja, we can't have it.
That
Bhunja is
last,
again a very healthy snack. I was telling my friends, have make ghugni or make matar ki ghugni and have it with bhunja. It is one of the most healthiest, and it's good for your diet, for your weight
Yes.
management, and it is so healthy, especially in winters when it's all garam garam. It's so
in fact,
nice.
if I may just remind you that winters in Patna, every house I can speak of the homes I knew, breakfast was chura and matar ki ghugni. हरे मटर के कुलचे.
हरा हरा चना.
हरा
That time
चना
हरा
भी
चना
Chana
was.
also.
so when this brings to mind the seasonality was used to its optimum. What grew was had for breakfast as well. I mean, people will be surprised that you're having a proper stewed or sort of buni with sabzi for breakfast. But yes, we do that, and we're trying to
Even
bring that.
sattu, for that matter, sattu is used in so many ways, and it is so full of protein, and it is so energetic. It's a very good coolant. I used to have hyperacidity, and I started having sattu, and over the years my condition has gone down. It keeps my stomach cool and also full, especially when you are working and you don't have time to eat on time. It's very handy to just carry sattu and have it in a glass of water, which I
In
used
fact,
to help
yeah,
me a lot.
in fact, the hero of our menu is sattu. That we serve it with litti, we serve it in sattu paratha. We also have three, four beverages, sweet, savory, in both the forms we have put them on because that's how we have it as well. And now people are talking of sattu, whereas we grew up having sattu. We grew up having
Superfood. Yeah.
TC. TC was a staple on,
Yes.
in the summer
In the
afternoons for
summer.
us, and now it's a big hi-fi thing. I find it very fascinating.
Actually, a lot of people who have discovered things like when in my colony groups also and other groups, people give sattu recipes and I'm laughing, because वो प्याज भी डाल देंगे, ये भी डाल देंगे. इस humble drink को इतना वो भर देते हैं कि वो रहता ही नहीं है, कुछ और बन जाता है. And but to each his own, and a lot of Rajasthani people have jawar का सत्तू, so वो भी अब काफी catch up कर रहा है. So I also wanted to ask you, like in your menu, your Champaran meat is very popular, and as you said, aloo bhujia. Can you tell us a little bit more what all you're catering? Because इतनी सारी चीजें हैं, but आप क्या ज़्यादा आप लोग का focus रहता है and what is popular?
See, basically, the menu is we have only handpicked a few because the list is very long. But we cannot do everything. I mean, since we've just started, we cannot take everything in. So we have taken a few. Like Champaran mutton is very much there, and we cook in the very authentic fashion in the matka. It's cooked. Then that's a bestseller. Then litti chokha is obviously there. We have sattu paratha in our menu. We have chana ghugni in our menu. Then we have dhokha. Mukha is also there, and we are also
Wow.
catering to
चोखास
different
होंगे
kinds
सब
of.
के,
Sorry.
चोखा होंगे all type
Yes,
के.
yes, yes. We have aloo chokha, we have bangan chokha that goes with litti. Then we have aloo ka khatra, which is boiled aloo cooked, without with tomato only,
with no oil, with no pyaj
नटखट
necessary.
आलू.
Like
latpat. Kind of it's latpat. We call it khatra because you
घोटाता है.
ghotte. The name has been taken from ghotna. Ghotna is a word means you go on mashing it till
Partly.
it blends. Partly,
Yeah.
yes. So if we have that, and it is really liked by people. We have the pitti, which is so wholesome, and it's
Pitti is
a,
a big hit.
it's a, yeah, it's a full meal. If you order the pitti and bhujia, we serve it with aloo lesani bhujia. So you have had your day's nutrition there. You have lentils,
Wow.
you have carbs, you have some vitamins because lesson and everything has all these properties. So these are the few I can talk of, and I still remember. Or we have
Among the non-vegetarian, of course, we serve mutton and chicken and fish.
and fish.
Two, three variants of each. The chicken, we have the desi gravy, wherein we don't marinate, we don't fry onion, we don't fry
Yeah.
other, which is not a part of Bihari cuisine, is to fry onion, high oil, Mughlai style. No. But still, they're very wholesome, very tasty. And another thing is that our entire menu is home style, and everything is ground and cut then only.
Yeah,
Like
fresh.
we will not find garam masala powder in our kitchen.
Yes.
There's no garam masala powder in our kitchen. There's only खड़ा मसाला. जितना डालना है या तो हल्का भूनते हैं या बिना भुने तभी ग्राइंड करते हैं, मिक्सी में यूज करते हैं. सो थोड़ा सा कोर्स रहेगा बट फ्लेवरफुल रहेगा, बहुत फ्लेवर because it is not
एक्चुअली वही
pre-packaged.
ब्यूटी रहता है, तभी काटो तभी बनाओ, एंड वेरी सिंपल. एंड हमारी इतनी सारी डिशेस है जिसमें हम लोग लहसुन अदरक कुछ भी नहीं डालते, बट स्टिल सो
Very
नाइस.
good.
Yes.
सिर्फ नमक
Exactly.
हल्दी लाल मिर्च एंड मेथी का फोरन. आई थिंक दैट्स अ स्टेपल
हमारा
फॉर मोस्ट
देखिए
ऑफ योर
झोंसा
डिशेस.
झोंसा करी बनता है फिश का. इट्स सो यम. इट हैज नो अनियन, नो गार्लिक.
Garlic is
गार्लिक
there.
है, सॉरी, फिश
Garlic
में
is
तो
there.
गार्लिक होगा. अनियन नहीं है, अदरक नहीं है, नो फ्राइंग.
No frying. Yes.
Nothing. You just have the mustard gravy and lesson, and it's just cooked until cooked and fish pieces are dropped in. So minimum oil again. In fact, the food as we designed our menu for this quick service being on Zomato, our menu had to be very specific because something which we can deliver in 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Uh, Once we went on that, we ourselves found out that our food is like a Bihari, simple and honest.
That's a USP.
सिंप्लिसिटी इज आई यूएसपी. जो आप खाओगे, जो स्वाद मिलेगा वही चीज उसमें है. So there's no kaju, there's no cream, things which you're
देयर इज
wondering
नो एनहांसर्स
no
एंड वो
enhancement,
एजेंट्स नहीं है.
no
Which
nothing.
it's very simple.
It's simple
इनफैक्ट
and
एक और बहुत पॉपुलर रेसिपी जो मैं बनाती हूँ, चने का रसा, चना ग्राइंड करके,
निमोना,
निमोना.
काले
हाँ.
चने का
Yes.
निमोना,
वेरी
हरे चने का
पॉपुलर
निमोना.
in my
We
home
have
at
that
least, which I have.
So those
In
are
fact,
like
I tell my friends, जब diet करना हो and you need to have protein, just make this and have like a soup.
सत्तू भी.
Yes.
वेरी वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड. इतना mulligatawny and all people say हमारे यहाँ निमोना हमेशा से बन रहा है.
Great. You must be having a good clientele in Bombay because a lot of Biharis are there and also people want to try newer cuisines. So, any message for the new, customers and for existing ones from the lovely ladies who are working so hard? It's not easy being a chef and running a, cloud kitchen because you're always on your toes, and especially during festivities, आपके पास तो अपने लिए time नहीं है, आप लोग दूसरों की सेवा में लगे रहते हैं.
That is true because
Kind words,
yes.
thank you.
So we do work hard. I don't deny that, and we wish to feed each and every one of this side of the country. I mean, the western and the southern part, because they are still very, unaware of what Bihari cuisine is. Of course, the Biharis they love it. Some non-Bihari also are trying our food. Some like it, and some they don't like it. Also, it's not that everyone loves it.
Yeah, yeah. You have to develop
Because
a taste.
exactly, because since our food is cooked in mustard oil, so that taste is very prominent. So, but mostly people are liking it.
So our entire clientele in the last few months, I was just going through in my head. the names which come up with every order, because you really can't make out where they are coming from or who they are. But the way they order, I can make out, and the reviews which we get, except it's a smattering of bad reviews, very low number. That keeps us very encouraged. And
Of course,
because
I think
we are so niche, where is
Yes.
the demand? Who knows who's going to go search for litti? So we are waiting for that change to happen when people begin to search for dhokha, and they begin to
uh,
search for champaran, and they begin to search for um, meat pulao
Meat
kind of a
pulao.
thing, जो हमारे बिहार का बहुत ही famous combination है,
Meat
a
pulao.
very homely combination with
one
meat.
viewer has written such a great initiative. More power to both of you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, and same to you.
There's another very interesting comment saying interesting.
We are
So I think
surviving on the feedback of our
Patrons.
customers and patrons. They are the fuels for us.
I know. In fact, I soak chane ki dal ki. I'll make dhoka tomorrow.
It's so, so
All the
tasty.
best. It's going to come out wonderful.
So,
Please,
any hidden Bihari gems, few names you want to leave us with, so that one can Google also more and then, also reach you guys. I know you can't make everything, but, there's so much, there's such enchanting and such interesting things. So, one or two names you want to leave us with?
uh,
Yeah, actually, because we just came out of Tej and Janmashtami, and we are now into Navratri with Diwali coming. So sweet is on our mind a lot, and because of that, our sweet is pedakia, and you're putting a picture of that.
Yeah.
Hekwa is another sweet which should be coming out in Chhat, a very auspicious time of the year for us, and Pua. Pua is there. Pua we have been serving a lot when we were doing our pop-ups. And we want to especially talk about our sattu drink. Uh, I strongly feel about bringing some more awareness on this. Our sattu drink is something to be really followed and had every day, either sweet or savory, which I find very fascinating. Either with water or with milk, you have that option, which is a very rare thing.
it's very
And
healthy. Very healthy.
yeah,
For kids also, we tried making, with chocolate flavor, and kids are
Wow.
really loving it. So,
Wow.
such chocolate flavor, and you must try. We are trying a little bit of fusion also, keeping the kids in mind, and and you are actually giving them high protein. So, I would advise everyone should must
yeah.
try this to drink.
And you mentioned it very well that it is sattu as a food is a digestive, it's a coolant, it's anti-diabetic, and it's high on
Protein,
protein, it's high
filling.
on potassium, high on protein, high on potassium, magnesium, micronutrients, of course. So as a drink around the year,
You can have.
I feel it should be really popularized. And
And
it's very Bihari. Let me insist on that.
yes, sattu is very Bihari. Chane ka sattu.
Let's not have any
Yes,
doubt on that.
it has come out of Bihar only.
Yeah, so Abhi, one of our viewers have written, Sattu is a superfood. Best of luck in spreading the popularity of Purvachal cuisine.
Thank
And
you.
there's another one who's written, I lived for 3 years in Patna, loved Bihari food, not just the litti chokha, but also home cooked food like mustard oil meat curry. I think mustard oil is such a, differentiator for us. And with whole garlic and chilke wale aloo.
In fact, this makes me, if I may interrupt, that a mustard oil meat curry is what Champaran or all our meat curry is cooked. And with every portion, one whole garlic goes. We make it a point because that's
Wow.
much loved in Champaran. So with every portion, we make sure that one whole garlic goes, which is so juicy and so tasty and so unique. We do that. Thank you for bringing that up.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much. It was such a delight to have you. I'm sure you have a lot of Bollywood and TV stars also eating your food, lapping it up. So we wish
Yes.
you all the best for the forthcoming seasons. Guys, we leave the Instagram link and the other links on the page. We would invite you to also come and participate. Keep posting some tidbits, some photograph. Like I was just showing your page. There's a Dal Pitki. There's so much to discover. Maybe we can do one picture and some write up about it from you guys, which will, also entice us to, try out new things. And folks in Bombay, don't waste your time. You know where to order your next meal from. I'm gonna come to Bombay soon, so I'm gonna order, or maybe just land there and, do all the tasting. Thank you so much for your time. I know you guys are gals are, busy in your kitchen. I can see your kitchen there, and thanks for taking out time for our viewers. We wish you all the best, and we're always, always, always there to give a helping hand and a helping tasting mouth.
Thank you for
Thank you.
having us with you, and all the best to you.
Thank you so much, Richa, and thank you all the viewers for listening to us. And we really look forward to serving all of them.
Thank you. Made with love, made with heart, and made with pure, pure, pure affection. Do try them out. Bye, everybody. Till next time. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.